All right, Virgo, welcome in. I hope you're doing great today. This is your end of March reading. I'm going to talk more about the astrology of the end of March for you in the extended, give you some heads up about that. But I will say right now, as I'm going into this reading, what I do know about the astrology for you is that it's really hitting your me versus we houses. So your own desires, your own needs, versus that of a partnership. Okay, so first house, seventh house issues are being activated right now. So let's see what wants to come through in the cards. I'll talk more about that later. I apologize, I have a little cold. Underneath is blessed. Check you out. Deep knowing. The Virgo card in the major arcana is the Hermit. Go to the sea or to the sea. The tribe. Some of you want to run away. Some of you are maybe thinking of it. Okay. Others of you have this strong inkling that you feel like you're in the wrong place. I feel like I want to move. I feel like I want to uproot myself. I feel like I want to do this, but have all these commitments, the tribe. I have all these commitments, all these rules and responsibilities that I've put in place myself. Okay? I've put them in place myself. So let's see what's coming through here. Okay. Underneath is the Page of Pentacles. The moon. Oh, yeah. Full moon in Virgo happening the 14th. So right after I'm doing this video. And it's an eclipse. It's very strong purge energy, especially any kind of systems you've put in place that aren't you anymore. I feel like you're fundamentally changing who you are right now. Two of Swords, the Empress, and the Ten of Wands. There's definitely somebody here. You're trying to make a decision as to whether to move on from a long-term partner, or it's possible you've already done that. I feel like someone is going to say to you, I don't even know who you are anymore. Maybe you don't either. Six of Cups, the Star, Eight of Swords, Knight of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, Seven of Swords. Right away I heard all this inner child healing nonsense. Are you saying that? Eight of Cups and the Sun. I feel like once you kind of embrace who you truly are, there's something about who you truly are that feels frivolous or like I'm very responsible. I'm a grown-up person. I'm a grown-ass person. This is what I do. I don't take my needs into consideration at all. Is that in the Crown? That is in the Crown, where Queen Mary says about the king with the stutter. When he dies, George, when he dies, Mary says, I honestly believe he had no needs of his own at all. And that's a type of dutiful son kind of paradigm, or dutiful daughter that says, I don't have any needs at all. So some of you might be pushing back against family rules and structures and saying, what about me? How come I don't get to be the one that has any needs? But if you've given up those needs all these years, and then all of a sudden you have them, people are like, who is this? Like, where's that coming from? But I see that you're healing now. I see you're working on this. The Six of Cups and the Star, really working on healing that inner child. And I do feel that it's because of a toxic marriage. Some of you are going to go to the other end of the spectrum. I feel like you could be very super duper responsible person. And then you think that to go away from that either makes you super irresponsible or that's the route you choose. That like you turn into this Knight of Wands, super irresponsible. And I feel like what I want to say to you is that a lot of this end of March energy is about realizing that either or kind of thinking isn't going to work anymore. It's not about that anymore. It's about both and. I can have a partnership and a family and still have my needs met. And I feel like this is the reconstruction of you. This is the time when you're saying, I've had it. I've had it. And so I'm either going to completely get rid of this life or big changes. And I don't necessarily feel, I think that's honorable. Okay. I feel like that you do that. And everybody's like, all of a sudden, like when you have your needs and you say, well, I have a need to have Saturday mornings to myself. Okay. I have a need to once a week or a couple times a month hang out with my friends on my own. Okay. I have a need to have you share more financial responsibility for this family with me. Okay. So there's a time, there's a time of negotiation going on here, and that may have already happened. Okay. Because there's this Two of Swords. This may have already happened. But I feel like the other person's like, of course, fine, sure, like whatever you want. But then in the actual practice of it, they don't think so. They're like, oh, wait a second. I'm sorry. That means that the onus is on me to find a job now. Oh, holy shit. What are you talking about? Now I have to be the one? So there's a very strong me versus we quality here. Okay. And I feel like the we has become unsupportable, not sustainable. And I just don't know that you've gotten to that part of this discussion yet. That if someone can't support you and your needs, that's it. So what else? This does strike me as a time for you to go toward your own happiness. The Eight of Cups and this Leo card, which may be happening this summer. That might be a timing card here. I do get the feeling that you need to speak up, though. You can't just hide or go away or run away from the problem. You're going to need, you can't just like, oh, everything's fine. I'm just going to slip out the back door. Like you can't do that. Can't do it. Okay. So the Seven of Swords, you might have even had a emotionally intimate relationship with another person during the time of this marriage, just so you get some of your needs met. Okay. The Devil card, the Knight of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups. Oh yeah. That person's very helpful to you. And I honestly feel like you feel trapped. You may feel super trapped in this situation. There's a lot of rage underneath here. And if you are connecting with another person, I do feel like they have a lot of feelings for you, but you can't just walk into this new relationship with that same attitude. So the Virgo full moon this week is going to, here, you want a cookie? Yeah. Is going to kind of crush that out of you. It's going to purge that whole way of, I just get the feeling that if you say what you need, somewhere in you, it makes you feel like a burden. Okay? Like maybe that's how you were raised. That if you have needs, you're a burden. And so you become a needless person, someone with no needs, and it becomes a trap. Like that Capricorn energy and like this. It becomes a trap. So this is why this is happening right now. Got to heal this. Okay, 3 of Wands. There's your card, the Hermit. The Wisdom. 4 of Pentacles. Death. I don't feel like you can take along with you anything that has, I feel like Spirit is saying to you, you got to break out of this because you're playing too small, or you're keeping yourself too small. And so here's the Death card that says, yeah, we got to definitely do that. So the next step is death. If we have Pisces in your 7th house, then all of these planets are moving into Aries next year. And that's the 8th house of death. So for you to really, I just see this, like, I'm trying to have it both ways. And because the people I'm trying to have it both ways with, that would have been fine if that's who they thought you were. But maybe they don't think that that's who you are, because that's never who you've been. Okay. Now, I like this 8 of Cups and the Sun. Where are we going here? Ace of Wands, 3 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. I don't think you have a lot of grace or dexterity when it comes to giving bad news. So as you are walking out this door into this new life, you're trying to do it without hurting somebody. And I just don't think that's possible. I think that that's one of the things that goes along with this mindset, that I don't have any needs and I'm never allowed to do anything for myself that might adversely affect someone else. All right. So let's go deeper into this. I really want to see what this Ace of Wands is about, where you're going. Let's see what you don't see coming. And I'm going to talk about the astrology in a little more detail. So if you want to continue on with me, link is below. I'll see you over there, Virgo. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.